Hey, what's up, dude? How you doing? I'm good. Got another copy of Akuma, so I'm happy. I got Akuma to Awakening 3. All I need is one copy of Luke. And one card. I'm done with the collab. Yeah. Weird, Muso mode. Yeah, this game is ugly, but it doesn't ruin it. You gotta remember, this game was made by like 3 people. Especially for a mobile game like this. Don't want to spend too much money on it, because mobile's a real crapshoot in terms of being successful. There's so much luck involved. Even something like this that's not visually good looking, but you know, it's well put together. It's more than a functional game. I hate this owl. Time-wasting attack. Die. No, don't do that. Oh, this sucks, man. I don't think he'd be like bots or something. Come on, come down! hate bosses that just waste your time. I'm just gonna go up here and turn invincible. Please don't do that again. Why does this guy have so much health? This is stressful. I don't like this. I just want normal beat-em-up levels. I don't want this gimmick. Come on, will you stop moving? AI doesn't help at all. I like don't want to do this. It's boring. It's just like normal beat-em-up stuff, not this gimmick. Come on, die! Dude, how much health do these things have? Die, please! Die! This thing does not die. Put the most annoying boss up here. This boss just wastes your time. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. This sucks. I don't want to protect anybody. I hate doing that in every game. Let me just fight by myself. Protecting dumb AI is, like, never fun in anything. Especially since you can't get out of hit stun in this game. There's no burst. This is frustrating. I don't want to do this. Should be optional. Die! Of course there's a fucking boss up there somehow. This sucks, man. This is, like, not fun at all. Especially because you can't get out of hit stun. Just get one shot. Oh, I did it. That shit is not fun at all. I'm surprised you don't get anything from doing that either, and get any drops. What was the point of that? It's just like nothing. You get like nothing for doing that. Okay. That's like a fifth of the length of the base game, but you get nothing for doing it? Okay. What was the point of that? It's frustrating and stressful, and you don't even get anything for it. Oh well, not the first time I've played something like that in a a loot-based game. It's just like, oh, we're just gonna make this pointless to get.
You're looking to buy?
Probably got some good experience from that at least, but I don't know, it wasn't fun, so I don't care. Rather just play the non-gimmick levels. I didn't get anything for it though, like what was the point of that? No tangible reward for it at all. It's probably a lot more fun in multiplayer. I hate the vehicles in this game, and you can't get off them. I want to, like, an option to disable them. I don't like them. You can't, like, dismount. Every time you just walk over it, it puts you on it. I never like having that kind of stuff in beat-em-ups. Like, should only be the base moveset on foot. Nothing else. They're either just annoying or they take over the game, like Revenge of Death Adder. That game, the mounts, like, completely break it at its core. You can, like, stay on the mount the entire time and, like, never use most of your moves. There's generally the two outcomes when you have, like, rideable vehicles. I'd rather not have them at all. I don't know, like, beat-em-ups they try to, like, have more variety, but it always makes things worse. Weapons are historically bad in most beat-em-ups. Ironically, the game that tried to do the most with that was probably, Final Fight 3, and that game is, like, 27 years old. I actually tried to, like, fix the problem. I wouldn't say it did a particularly good job, but I mean, at least they tried. Especially for how old the game is, too. But that game had, like, unique strings and stuff. They had, like, favorite weapons. Each character had a weapon they were good with. That kind of fixed the problem. It made picking up the weapons not completely terrible. This game does not have any weapons. I don't want this thing. Put it down there. It comes back. I hate stuff like this that, like, takes away your moveset. I don't want it. Get off it. Why can't you, like, push a button and make it run away? They really force this stuff on you. I don't want it. It, like, doesn't die or run away. Like, I don't want it at all. Remove it. Yeah, the vehicle sucks. Get off it! I don't want it. Why do you have to put the worst thing in beat-em-ups? They've always been terrible. It's too easy to get on it, and you can't get off. You need to put out a patch, just remove the animals. Ah, this thing is so annoying, man. Isn't there an option to get rid of it? There's no way to get off it at all. It nerfs your moveset. You can't use, like, most of your moves. Why is it there? Kill it. Jump off. This thing will not go away. Get off it. I don't know why they put this shit in beat-em-ups. Like, just stop doing it. I don't want to use anything but my base moveset. They don't want it to be taken away for any reason. You can tell they, like, played a lot of those games when they made this, but it's like, why do you have that in the game? It's like a punishment. That's what sucks about it. You don't have, like, a dismount button. I like that they're not overpowered, but they're just not fun. It's like that. I'm glad it doesn't take over the game, but they really need to add a dismount button. Surprised none of the beta testers pointed that out. Ugh! Get off it! Remove it! Go away! God. Within like a mile of that thing, it forces you on it. You can't get off. Good. Scroll it off the screen. I hope there's no more of those. Horrible. It's also really annoying how enemies don't die when they fall off. They keep coming back. Even the animal comes back. This game has some really obnoxious things about it. I hope that they'll fix it. Being stuck in hit stun. Doesn't feel like there's any strategy to the pits. They're just annoying. You can't use them to kill stuff. They just come back. A strange design choice. This game really could use a dash or a parry. There's that grappler guy that has a parry. It's like, that should be universal, because, like, some of these bosses don't stagger. Like, I can't do anything about that. This game is probably a nightmare to, like, 1cc. Unless you do a bunch of grinding. I mean, look at this. I can't hit him. He doesn't stagger. Pretty whack that they fall off and they take like a couple punches worth of damage. They don't die. A little bit strange. And it feels hollow. A lot of the classic beat-em-up strategy in this game does not work. You knock them off and they just respawn. I'm not a fan. You knock them off and it feels pointless. I'm not sure why they went that direction. Like, it should feel rewarding when you knock them off, not just they take like a punch worth of damage. They put out an update for this game earlier today, fixing bugs, so hopefully they'll be receptive to feedback. This game it's fun, but it's rough. There's lots of like really obvious stuff wrong with it. I question if the beta testers. I'm sure some of them probably brought it up, but somebody who's done beta testing before is because you just because you point out like obnoxious stuff in games, that doesn't mean that it will get fixed. Developers might not line up with their vision, or most of the time it's just like they don't have time, or they want to get feedback from a larger group of people, meaning when the game is officially released. I'll put some feedback in their Discord server. Oh no, the damn vehicle's back! Now I have to fight around this thing as if I go like within a mile of it. It takes my moveset away. Just remove those enemies. It's got alien versus predator syndrome. And that game has the same problem. In the end, when you fight the military guys, the game basically turns into a shooter. It turns into a 2D shooter, which isn't inherently a bad thing. It's just you can't use your moveset when you have the gun. And in that game, you know, it's an old school 90s beat 'em up, so there's no pickup button like Streets 4. On the second half of that game, when you start fighting the military, the bad guys, all you can do is shoot, and every time you try to attack, you pick up another gun. I really like the first half of that game, but that part really holds it back. Because you, like, can't play the game the way they want you to. Streets 4 having a pickup button is, like, fucking revolutionary. It really fixed a lot of the problems these kinds of games have had for decades. Or like, there's a bunch of crap on the ground and it like prevents you from playing. This game only has that problem with the vehicles. Other than that, it's fine. They just don't feel the vehicles are powerful enough to warrant them being so frequent. I'm glad it's not Revenge of Death Adder overpowered, but it should still feel exciting when you get them. Like, you know, maybe they'll make like a couple waves easier. Nah, they're just kind of a nuisance. The game freeze? What? What? I don't need this right now. Should be fixed now. Now my controls are all messed up. Auto-scroller sucks. At least it's only a couple minutes long. Auto-scrollers are always terrible.
I found something. Give an old man a break.
Maybe the capture card crapped out or something. I don't know. Everything kind of broke at the same time. I've had the capture card for about 2 years, so I'm not sure what to think there. But if it did die, if I sold my old phone, I can get another one. So wouldn't be a big deal. Pretty sure the Best Buy here in town actually has them. They have a pretty good selection of, like, content creation stuff, so we'll monitor it if it keeps happening. Probably just a fluke. Oh, it's the worst boss. This is definitely the worst boss in this game. This boss is just, kind of exemplifies the problems. Getting stuck in hit stun. This is one of those bosses that just turns invincible for like 10 seconds all the time. Or at least slows the pace down. I have not seen a single loot drop. I've beaten this game. This is going to be the third playthrough. I have not seen a single loot drop. It must want you to like play this a lot or something, but kind of a buzzkill.
Take a look.
I've played this much. There's nothing. Has some weird like hidden drop system that they have in their Discord. Actually, I showed that on my kitty sitting stream. That shit better be broken, because I like that this game doesn't have like just loot all over the screen. That should be a little bit easier to get. Definitely think loot can be fun if it's interesting. Avengers has the problem of just loot being all over the screen, and none of it is interesting. In this game, I feel like the loot drops are a myth, because this is going to be my third playthrough. I haven't seen a single one yet. I know, it's hard to find a balance. I just hope the loot is actually useful. It doesn't seem terribly interesting, so having it be so hard to get is a really weird choice. Like, I expect that shit to be like changing my moveset, or like completely changing my playstyle. If it's gonna be like a 5% chance, that's what it says in the Discord. Not sure if I'm down for that. Still no loot. Not one drop. Not one. Not one singular piece of loot. Nothing. Seems like they really want you to get it the hardest difficulty, but right now it feels like it's just, it's artificially lengthening the grind. I haven't seen what the elements do yet. I don't know if they're game-changing or not. I sure as hell hope they are, because it's way too hard to get this stuff. I should have at least, like, one piece by now after... Well, there's one level after this, so three full playthroughs. I have not seen one. I don't know if you have to be the, I don't know if you have to be the character that it's assigned to, either. Definitely a bit of a buzzkill. Probably, like, power creep the loot when they add, like, harder content and make it easier. Just like how in Neo, divine items are like a big deal, but then when you get to the higher difficulties, they're trash because they drop so often. It's just weird to have like an extra difficulty and you can't like guarantee getting loot at all. What's up, Radical? I saw you were streaming earlier. I was lurking in there. I can't really watch horror games due to my anxiety, but you had a decent crowd in there. Proud of you, dude. It's hard to put yourself out there. You went and did it. It's good stuff. Keep it up. Might get some extra spending money. I saw you were streaming on Discord. I was DMing Mr. Din earlier. Yeah, it's hard to put yourself out there. Yeah, I did that. I did that, but they're taking a break right now. Pretty standard in the game industry when you ship a title, you ship a game, you take like a break. Yeah, I sent him a long-ass post. That's what he told me to do, so I did. I haven't heard back from him yet. Yeah, definitely diversify a lot when you start out. Even if you take a hit, like not streaming one thing, it's a lot better to diversify earlier on, so that you don't get this stigma for just playing like one game. That's the problem a lot of speedrunners have. Also people who do esports, they all have that problem of like, you know, it's normal to not just want to play the same game 8 hours a day. Like, it's completely normal to like want to branch out and play something else, even if it's in the same genre, you know. It's normal to want to do that, but viewers can be very fickle and they'll complain. The only way you can really mitigate it is to stream a variety of stuff when you start. That way people aren't going to be, it's not going to be so alien when, you know, you play like horror games or whatever and then you switch to like, you know, character action. It's like the polar opposite. In character action games, you're the monster. Like, it's you kind of identify as a variety streamer a lot earlier instead of just, you know, I get 20 views for this game and I get like 5 for something else. That definitely is a big problem. The typecasting. The esports guys and the speedrunners have it the worst. Speedrunners and esports guys have it the worst. Because, like, people can't seem to understand that, like, speedrunning is really stressful, and so is esports stuff. Especially because most esports games have, like, the most immature, stupid people on the planet. It's normal to, like, want to distance yourself from that, but I know a lot about this stuff because I watch a lot of streamers that have this problem. Like, you know, if they do anything that's not speedruns, their viewership takes, like, a huge hit. Like, they didn't diversify. A lot of it is just luck, really. You do have some control over it. It's really easy to fall into that trap of, like, you know, I get lots of views for this game, or this speedrun, or this genre of games. It's mostly just one singular game that happens with. But it trains people to only come to you for that. And that shit is draining on your mental health. It took me a long time to get to the point where I could get anybody to watch anything besides Muso stuff. I did branch out quite a bit early on. I played a wide variety of stuff. Tales, retro games, beat-em-ups, fighting games. So when I upped my quality, it, like, wasn't that big of a dip. You're always gonna take a hit, but it's mostly just about mitigating it as much as you can. Yeah, I still am. It's just the games have been pretty shitty lately, so I just started playing this game yesterday. I don't know. You gotta ask somewhere else, man. I'm looking for help with this game myself. This is my 3rd playthrough. Yeah, I still love Muso games. It's just the quality's been really inconsistent lately. I haven't wanted to, like, I don't know. I did No Life Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires. I like that game. I'll definitely go back to that. It's just I had so much shit coming out in March, I just didn't have time to, like, play it more. That game's got a lot of problems, but I enjoyed it for what it was. I'll definitely do another playthrough, probably sometime this month. I started playing this game, like, last night. I don't really know what I'm doing. Yeah, usually it's the really old viewers. Usually it's the Orochi games. People found me because I put out a lot more content for those games than the other ones. think he just stopped. As far as I know, he's not a mess mentally like I am. He has, like, other sources of income. Last I talked to him was years ago. He said, like, no, it doesn't account for much of his income. Thing about doing this kind of thing for income is, disproportionate amount of effort for low income. Like, I have editing software. I use it from time to time, but I kind of have come to learn, like, when I need to do that. I don't always need to do it. People will watch it unedited, or lightly edited. Usually my overviews I lightly edit. I cut out, like, loading or transitioning to another level or something. But definitely one of the things you have to do is not overwork yourself, especially if you're doing niche games. I used to really work myself to the bone and kind of got to the point where I'm like, I should not do that. Like, kind of realize, like, people will watch it. Just if you actually know what the hell you're talking about and you're decent at the game. There's not going to be a lot of choices. If you're doing something more mainstream like Fortnite, I definitely could see how you would need to do that, but it's not as important as people say. I'm proof of that. I have like 12 million views on this channel, and I very lightly edit. But I don't overexert myself just for one video. Unless I feel like I'll get some kind of return from it. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and skip this. Yeah, I hear the gamer mode is just, generic video game shit where everything just has, like, more health, which is not very interesting to me. Well, continues are like $1, so let's try to get to the second level. Maybe I can find some better gear. I just noticed the name Shaggy 0.1% with Ultra Instinct Shaggy, I think. That's the best username I've had come in here in a while. Welcome. I'll be putting out guides for this, but it's probably going to take another couple days. I want to get maxed out first and try to get more of a bearing on the gear drops and stuff. I like to play games to completion before I do the overviews. Unless it's like a service game. I kind of have to work with what's there, but... I'm not liking this so far. It's just, it's just giving him, like, tons of health and I can't stagger him anymore. This is kind of boring. I wish they would stop making difficulty modes like this. Don't jack up the mechanics and don't just give them more health. Like, if I hit him, he should stagger. Shouldn't be random. Like, this shit is not fun at all. This is just boring. It's just artificially hard. This is usually when I, like, stop playing a game when it gets like this. I mean, I could just buy, like, 40 more continues for $1. It's just not fun. I don't know, it just gets old. Make them attack more or something, not just give them like triple the health. And then you get hit by something and you just die instantly. Like, that shit needs to go. Never been a fan of it. It's dumb. It's like the easiest way to make a game harder. It's just not fun. Pretty rare to find a game like this, melee combat, where they don't do that. It's an easy design trap to fall into. It's just easiest way to say, like, you can't say the game's too easy. It's like, yeah, but it's not fun anymore either, so... It hasn't really succeeded. Everything has so much health now. We'll go through this level because the third level will have a shop. That should help. Yeah, streaming is very exhausting. Just be glad you don't have idiots in your chat yet. That's the most draining thing about streaming, is when stupid people come in. They're just trying to make your stream not fun. I've had people do that to me a lot. There's some really stupid people on this site. Like the people that thought I was sponsored to play Dynasty Warriors 9. I'm like, dude, I wish I was sponsored. I wish I could get paid to play shit I was already gonna play anyway. And make like hundreds of dollars, but... objectively false. People are like, oh, you're a shill for this game. I'm like, no! There's shit about this game that sucks. But I enjoy the game for what it is, and they made it a lot better. I used to really let it get to me. Now I just ban those people. I'm definitely not getting paid enough to deal with dumb shit like that. I don't know, it's a lot easier to be critical of people and pass judgment really fast when, you know, you're just behind a computer screen. People use it to say stuff that they know they would get beat up. You know, there'd be repercussions for saying that kind of stuff in person. But because of the anonymity of the internet, people just like to flex how dumb they are. It's like the people that so heavy in the cancel culture. It's like definitely are people that need to take responsibility and accountability for their actions, but it's just weird how everybody tries to like act like they're perfect too. I'm like, you know, the longer you're alive, the more chances you have to make mistakes. It doesn't matter how much you've learned. Sometimes you make mistakes. It's like, dude, you guys aren't perfect either. There definitely are some things it's like, you know, this person should be, like, completely relinquished of all their duties. They shouldn't be in the community anymore. There are people that are like that, but I do feel like some cases are like, you know, what they did is not that bad. And it's like, dude, most of these people calling you to be canceled probably, have probably done worse things in their lives. It's double standards, really. They wouldn't want to be canceled so fast for, like, making a mistake if it happened to them, but when it's somebody on the internet that you can just talk shit about, suddenly they're, like, reprehensible beings. It's strange. The problem is there's, like, no real formula for it. There definitely are people, like, all that Smash community stuff. Like, yeah, those people definitely should, like, not be attending anything in the community ever again. But then it's like, it's like when they find, you know, oh, this person said this tweet that was offensive when they were, like, literally 12. And it's like the person's out there, like, saving kittens out of trees and shit. It's like, dude, I think that they've matured since then. like they're doing all this good in the world, and you wanna ruin their lives because of some offensive tweet they said when they were, like, 12. It's like, come on now. I draw the line there. You know, if there's, like, evidence that they have not grown and changed since then sure. But it's like, dude, you know, we're not really designed to have, like, a chronicle of everything we've said when we're pissed off or flustered. But that's kind of what social media is. Yeah, that's the problem with it to me. There's somebody I used to follow, and he got a bunch of crap for he said something racist. But that guy was, like, in his early 20s. Early mid-20s. That tweet was, like, over a decade old. He was, like, 12. It's like, dude, if you guys had social media when you were 12, you'd be getting canceled, too. The dude is, like, doing all this good in the world for, like, charity and stuff. Like, obviously there's been some increases in maturity since then. Don't cancel the guy over that. Come on.
You're looking to, buy? Always welcome here, friend.
Thank you.
Always welcome here, Always friend. Welcome here, friend.
Yeah. It's just double standards, really. It just bothers me that people act like they're perfect just because they're on the internet and they're not putting themselves out there where people can actually see. That's just a problem. You put yourself out there and people start trying to be like archaeologists and shit and try to find like things you did wrong when you were like 8. It's like, dude, it's not that big a deal. Oh yeah, that happens a lot now. I feel really bad for the young adults these days, like late teens, early 20s, that have been on social media like their whole lives. Well, if the stars align and they go viral and go famous, you know, people are gonna look at their tweets when they're 8 and try to get their lives ruined. It's like, you know, they're out like saving animals and like raising money for charity or whatever else, whatever other good contributions they make to society. It's like, oh well, you said, you know, this gamer word when you were 12. It's like, okay. Like, obviously there's been some growth. Nice. Not sure how I feel about this difficulty mode. This game mode is not very fun. Doesn't even feel like the gear is doing anything either. That shit better wash my clothes for me. How unfun this is.
愚かなる者よ、この湖はクラクロンのものだ。モンスターよ、害虫の世話を頼もう。町の生物よ、愚か者どもを排除せよ。クラクロンが負け、痛みを感じることになるの
like the kaiju reference. Yeah, this mode is kind of like not fun. I think they need to add like more interesting gear and make it easier to get. It just feels like the same thing, but everything is taking longer, which is usually what action game difficulty bogs down to. Alright, well, I got like 2 more levels to go, but Ed-0 is about to come out. We're gonna go ahead and switch over to PC. That was fun. Might hit up the Discord and try to get some help with that. It's coming up in like 5 minutes, so let's go ahead and switch over. Plus, I've beaten that game like twice today. I think I need to give it a little bit of a break. So I'll just talk to you guys for a few minutes. What's up, man? I'm just waiting for the game to release. What, is there something wrong with the stream? I haven't dropped a single frame. Ugh. Ugh. Man, what happened to video game music? It's so much worse now. Listen to this shit, man. Listen to the bass on this song, man. So good. I've played so many games lately where I can't even remember any of the music. It's like, this shit sticks with you. This track goes hard. This is some raw shit right here. I'm glad there's still people doing like Yamaha 2612 and like chiptune stuff. Man, most game music now, there's some games I've played for like dozens of hours. I can't remember any of the music. That shit's not good. Avengers is a good one. Avengers, yeah. 100 hours on that game. I can't remember any of the music. It's just there. It's noise. Alright, I bought the game. Yo, this shit is ultimate. Freaking Metal Squad. One of the best Genesis tracks. Genesis has a really bad stigma for having shitty music. It's really just the American games have terrible music. Because they were using, I forget what it's called. It's called Gems. Gems is the music that sounds like just farts. A lot of the American games, pretty much all of them used it. The Japanese guys were using FM synth, which sounds much better. It's definitely a sound you can't get on the Super Nintendo at all. It's mostly arcade games, 80s and 90s. The Genesis is a big one. Oh yeah, the Genesis does not have shitty music. It's just you gotta look in the right places. The Japanese games. It's ironic how things are kind of the same way now, all these years later. A lot of American games have really droning, like, Hollywood summer movie music. And it's, like, indistinguishable. Like, as much as things have changed, they've stayed the same. Avengers is a prime example. I can't remember any of the music in that game. I don't know, the American, like, Western developed good music pretty much all comes from indie stuff. People still doing chip tunes, FM synth. Yeah, the ninja's not a playable yet. Well, this is running pretty bad. Let's try full screen. Stuttering! This doesn't feel so good so far. Feels really rough. Oh, that was scripted. I was wondering where I was supposed to go. I want to change the controls. I hate attacking on the... Can I not change the controls? Oh, okay. Oh, it seems like they were aware. They had this problem with, what's it called? Stranger in Paradise 2. They wanted me to attack with the R1. But they just have one in here that's like, oh, just change it to this. I put up with it for PGR, but like everything else, I prefer face buttons. It's a lot less taxing on your hands.
れが転生というものでござる。
Oh, okay, so I do get moves. Oh man, the canceling feels awful. Yeah, this feels really rough. It was only $20. I'm not gonna refund it, but this doesn't feel good at all. The combat sucks. I can't cancel out of anything. I have to wait until like complete end of the animation to cancel. It feels really bad. Hoping this gets better later on, but man, this is really rough. The combat's not good. That's what I was, the most important thing to me. I need the combat to be good. Combat feels awful. You need to let me play as the ninja. This combat is bad. Do I get like better combat or something? Because this feels awful. Yeah, when do I get better combat? Why can't anyone make like a an action roguelike with good melee combat? Like, this feels awful to play. Stiff and unresponsive. I'm disappointed. This game looked a lot cooler in the trailer. Which, I mean, I guess is the point. I get you to buy it, but, man, this does not feel good at all. They need to fix this combat pronto. It feels like shit. I just want someone to make an action roguelike with good melee combat. I would play that shit for so long, but this is just... Ugh, it feels terrible to control. Should we get away from fucking copying Dark Souls? Stop doing that. Dark Souls is the worst. Now everybody has to copy them. I get tired of it. Give me something fluid and responsive, not whatever this is. I'm hoping this will get better later, and man, this is really rough. This feels like one of those jank PS2 games. Yeah, this is boring. I'm tempted to refund this, actually, and wait for them to fix this. This feels awful. They clearly have been working on this for a while, but man, the core gameplay element for killing shit feels bad. This is like the worst controlling character. Ugh, stuck in an animation, I can't move. Great. I don't know how much more of this I can take. I was like looking forward to this all night. It looks so cool in the trailer. Actually, I can't describe how rough this feels to play. I can't even like cancel out of moves. I think I'm just gonna stop for tonight. I'm sorry to people that are looking forward to this. This is not fun at all. It's boring. Why can't anyone make, like, good melee combat anymore? Like, does everything have to copy freaking Dark Souls? I don't want to play a fat, slow character. I'll give this one more try. I'm tempted to just get my money back. This feels like shit to play. I wait till someone else plays through this and see if it gets any better, but... it's not good.
これが転生
No air combos or anything. When do I unlock better gameplay? If I'm gonna be killing, all I'm gonna be doing is killing zombies. It should not feel like this to play. God, this is awful. The only thing I can say about this is it doesn't have stamina, but the character feels like hot dog water to control. Nice. I can't cancel out of animations, I'm stuck. They need to, like, completely overhaul the combat in this game. It feels dreadful. What a disappointment. They need to give the people who made the trailer for this game a raise, because they made this game look awesome and quirky and fun to play, but actually playing it is like torture. Yeah, I'm done with this. What a disappointment. I don't get why, like, nobody can make a good melee combat anymore. It's just copy Dark Souls. Give me a crappy character to control. Yeah, I'm tempted to just refund that, honestly. It feels like shit. Oh. I bought that mobile beat 'em up, that Maximus 2 game, and that's actually fun despite its flaws. That game felt way worse. Completely just not good. I'm gonna go in their Discord. Maybe there's like people that'll play it more. Yeah, that feels like shit to play. I couldn't take it anymore. Still in development, yeah. I do feel like they could make that fun, but right now it feels awful to play. I don't know how else to put it. How awful the character feels to control. I can't really. You would have to play it, but I don't recommend paying $20 for that game. It feels awful. They really hyped up the game in the trailer. It looked really fun, but like actually playing it, the combat like just doesn't work. I don't know if it gets better later on. That's a shame. I've been really looking for a good melee combat roguelike for like ages, and it's just like no one knows how to make a good one. I think the art style, the graphics are actually pretty nice. It's not like super high budget. It works for what it's trying to be. It's just I'm not gonna sit there and grind out stuff if like the core gameplay doesn't feel fun. It's really weird to have so many enemies on the screen and you can't cancel out of anything, and you don't really have like much of a moveset at all. I don't know. I feel like I don't like when roguelikes uh they want you to grind for the game to be fun. Like it should be fun like the moment you start playing. I mean, at least like, 20, 30 minutes. But in that game, it feels like maybe it gets better later, but then I won't be able to refund it. It might be stuck like that for months. It's a really hard sell. Oh well, I'll chalk that one up as a loss. I might play it some more later, but I'm not feeling it right now. I was expecting it to like instantly grab me, but it feels awful to play. I think that's going to do it for tonight, folks. I'm going to go ahead and hop off. We'll play some more Maximus 2 later. That sounds fun. I'll look and see if anybody else, maybe if they have other people mentioning how not fun it feels to play, maybe they'll fix it. We'll see. Good night.